Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, and today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video, and this is the DA40-NGX. I have covered this in the past, and it has received a bunch of updates, which is why we're seeing it again in my channel. And look at this. It's the DA40 that you are used to, and there's this guy kind of clipping through the wing a little bit, so let's ignore him. And it's a really good looking aircraft. Really nice, isn't it? And the flight model was vastly improved. It has FADAC, which basically controls the manifold pressure, injected fuel quantity, and prop speed for you. And the mod itself, it really improves the DA40. And it even simulates fuel and gearbox temperatures. The visuals have been improved, and I will show them, especially the lights. Even the engine fails if you push it too hard, which is pretty nice. The inside, as you can see here. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to check this out for yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And we are in New Zealand at Milford Sound Airport. Let's bring up the VFR map. Not you, the VFR map. And anytime now. I don't know why it's been so slow to bring this up lately. And then she'll load this in. There we go. So here we are. And this region is really pretty, especially with this airport. I've been trying this airport lately. I've been flying around it, checking the scenery, and I gotta say I really like this. So I will leave a link for the airport in my description down below. And as you can see this, just in case you're curious, let's bring up the checklist. We do have a checklist right here. So fuel on normal. Let's bring the zoom up a bit, looking good. Electric master on. Engine coming on. And yep, fuel pump on for a couple of seconds. Looking good, let's start the engine. Okay, it's working. The parking brake, as you can see, it's there. Here you have your joystick. Sometimes I completely forget words, so sorry about that. Yeah, the throttle, as you can see, it's functional. It's very functional. Let's turn on the strobe lights and position lights. We're going to be taxiing out in a bit. I do want to show what the lights look like during nighttime. And as you can see here, I'm using the Untitled G1000 NXi. It's available on the marketplace for free. And it basically improves the autopilot, the map, the weather radar, all of this. The list is very extensive, so if you want to check this out, I do advise you to basically check the working title changelog. They do have it available on their website. It's very extensive, but as you can see here, it really improves the G1000. They also have mods for the G3000 and the G3X. So as you can see here, map, layout, back, traffic, next red. Next red is the weather radar, which it should improve as well. Moving back. Just going through, showing that it actually works. PFD optionals. Here you have the wind. Option 1, 2, 3. It's not going to work. We are pretty stationary. And I should have clear weather, so yeah. So let's leave it on. Oh, actually we can leave it on option 2. It should show something as we take off. Out units. Standard barrow. And then you can go back. 2992, nearest for the airports, near airports. Let's close this, and here you have the MFD, which you have the engine, which doesn't seem to be functional. Map optionals, topo. Let's leave it there. Next red for the weather. And I do want to show that this is working, so let's get some storms. Arctic chill should, I believe, hopefully, maybe not. Yeah, it's not showing anything, but storm. Next red. There we go. Here you can see the next red working. Now we can move back to clear weather. This way you can actually see the aircraft properly. I'm gonna turn on all the lights, and we're gonna take a look at the lights during nighttime. This is what this looks like during the nighttime, all the lights. As you can see, it does illuminate pretty well, and we are in a pretty dark area, so we don't really have any runway lights. And this way you can have an idea what it actually looks like without too much light pollution. I gotta say, I really like the lights on this aircraft. We do have the airport crew right there in front of the green light, but it's okay. It's okay, he's just there chilling for a bit. And on this side. And then we're gonna take a look on the lights on the inside, which do look really, really nice as well. This is what the inside looks like. It's very, very well illuminated. You do have quite a bit of light if you're doing some night flying. Let's look on this side. It's very, very well illuminated. So here you have all of your switches, the instruments, the floodlight. So turning this down. You're flying. It looks like this. Let's move this around. Turn it off. Turn it on all the way. The lights do look pretty nice on this. Let's turn this off. And let's get back to daytime. And just like magic, it's daytime again. One thing I do feel like I should go over, if you haven't really flown the DA40, there is a system that's a little bit different than the other aircrafts. So you're going to be using the left tank. Here you can see the fuel quantity. Left and right, you do have two tanks. And one thing about the DA&GX, I do remember reading, it tries to simulate the fuel kicking around inside the actual fuel tank, and that's really nice. And if you try and fly inverted, like sometimes I do, I am guilty of trying, let's just say, not that safe maneuvers. And okay, so you're going to be using the left tank, and then you're going to turn on the fuel transfer. So fuel transfer, and you're going to be throwing fuel from the right tank to the left. So that's how you do when you notice it's getting low. You go and turn this on. This is the pitot, which we're not really going to be turning on just yet. Just before takeoff, we're going to be turning it on. So avionic master coming on. ECU test works if you click this. Fuel pumps. Here you can see oil pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature, fuel temperature. It does try and simulate this pretty well, and as you can see here, if you're flying this, you do have to pay attention to this. If you push your engine too hard, it should basically cut out. So let's turn off the landing lights, and let's taxi out of here. Look at this. This is so gorgeous, the area. Let's take a good look around. This is in New Zealand. I like mountains, I like trees, green, and this is absolutely gorgeous. How can you not enjoy flying around this area? Like, after the first time I flew around here, I was like, dude, I really, really like this. Let's take a look at the wind socket. Okay, we're gonna be taking off against the wind, so we're gonna be turning left. And I think the guy left our wing. Okay. Not complaining. But we did have a guy chilling right by the wing, so yeah. Let's release the parking brake. Let's give it some throttle. There we go. And as you can see, this is very maneuverable in the ground, so you can pretty much handle your own, usually. Unless it's like a very, very tight spot. Then you might have to push back, otherwise you can just taxi out of the place yourself. This is such a well-made aircraft in a such well-made airport. So I do believe both developers deserve praise, because it's a really nice aircraft, it's a really nice airport. And this taxiway is actually bumpy, which... very nice. Let's zoom in a bit. Good, okay. Almost there. Now we can slow down, get ready for takeoff. And if you're wondering, let's bring up the ATC. We do not have a proper tower, so if you're flying here, you're going to be using the traffic. So let's say we're using the traffic. What we're going to do is we are going to be taking off to the west. So let's do announce takeoff depart west. So yeah, if you're going to be using the in-game ATC, this is what you're going to be using. You're not going to be using a tower. It also does not have any runway lights, so it's going to be a little bit hard flying in the dark. Just a little bit. Not that advisable. So, landing light coming on, taxi light coming off, pitot coming on. And clear right, and clear left. One thing I did, and I really think you should do, it really helps me. I have a joystick, and I got a button on my joystick to reset the view. It really helps, I feel like. So, flaps for takeoff. Just a minor tip of something I really found useful. So, throttle, let's start moving. 50% throttle, and this does have FADAC, so it's going to control the fuel for you, the prop speed, everything. Speed is alive. Let's go full throttle. It's going to control the manifold pressure, fuel injected. Okay, looking good. Rotate. It is going to be a little bit steep, but it's fine. There we go. Flaps coming up. I am hand flying this, like autopilot, and it's really smooth flying this. If you want to fly a amphibious airplane, you can land in the water as well. Look at this area. As you can see, it's working. I really enjoy looking at the wings. I really do. Let's bring back the throttle just a bit. I believe the continuous load you can have is 92, I believe. I'm not sure if it mentions anything in the checklist. So before takeoff, idle, transponder, climb, flaps up, fuel pumps off, climb, power, doesn't really mention anything. Landing light off. Okay, some checklists do mention in the bottom. But yeah, I believe the max you can have is 92, so 9 chew, I have 9.1, which should be safe. But above that, you do get a warning eventually here. Eventually. I'm gonna keep it all the way, just in case we get a warning and I get to show this on video. It's kind of nice, you know. Moving back. And now what we can do is we can start setting the autopilot. There we go, autopilot. And altitude on this side, G1000. Autopilot, FLC, and heading. Go. The speed for the FLC, not bad. But we are pretty much on G1000. The autopilot works very, very well, just in case you're wondering. We have the airport down below. Let's turn. As you can see on the map, you do have a line for the heading you have selected, you are selecting. So it's very helpful. Very, very helpful. Again, I do want to show the autopilot working. And coolant temp is going up. So let's increase the altitude just a bit. 3000, vertical speed. 600. Let's do 1000. It's fine. Okay, so we are approaching the yellow and the red, and soon enough we should get a warning about the engine. It's not gonna go out as soon as you get the warning, but if you see the warning, just pull it back a little bit. I want to keep looking at the PFD and MFD, but it's such a gorgeous area. The scenery is... It's really, really nice flying around this area. We are approaching 3000. The coolant temp is still going up. Still going up. And here on the fuel quantity, as you can see, we have only used the left side. So when this happens, and it's okay to fly like this, but as the difference grows, what you're gonna do is fuel transfer. Just like that. Very, very easy, very straightforward. Let's start increasing our altitude. I'm not sure if we're gonna go all the way up to 10,000. I just want to show the aircraft a bit. And I'm waiting for the engine warning. Let's turn this on, just so I can show that this actually moves. Oil temperature is going up as well. You can see here. We're very close to the red line. Very, very close. I'm not sure when the engine goes out, but if you see the warning, pull your throttle back just a bit. Just a bit. Okay. Any second now. The fuel quantity, I did leave the transfer on just so you could see. It did move over, and engine temp. So as you can see, we are on the red line, engine temperature, and now we're gonna pull back the throttle just so we can give some breathe and room for the engine. But yeah. Fuel transfer going off. There we go. The warning went away. As the temperature goes down, the warning goes away. I basically went full throttle again. The engine warning comes back. Pulling back. I don't believe this is too good for the engine, but we are doing this for science. Full throttle. Warning. No warning. I guess we can say we're doing this because we're not going to pay for the engine. And the warning goes away. Let's wait for this to come back. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it on 9.2 if I can. There we go. Not too bad. I guess we can go just up to 6. Should be good. We should be good. Let's do 600. It's gonna be easier on the airplane. Can you imagine flying around this? Have you ever actually flown around this area? I gotta say, this must be quite an experience. Okay, now I do want to show the autopilot, the GPS. Yes. So here we have all the closest airports, nearest airports, how close they are. And you can also check your VFR map if you so wish. You just gotta go and look around for the airport, which this one is MF. We should have it somewhere nearby. WF, QN, MO. It's not really showing it on the nearest airports for some reason. But we can do direct to, and can I type it using my keyboard? No, I cannot. Some add-ons do allow you to basically use your own keyboard. Maybe I'm doing something wrong and that's why the keyboard input is not working. Oh, do I have to click here? Oh yeah, so you have to click there. After I did this, it kind of occurred to me. I think I have to click on the actual input field. It's not like just big brain, big brain. There we go. Enter. Ah, yeah, there we go. You do have to click outside as well. And now you have this line, this magenta or pink line. Now let's go nav. And we should follow it, I believe. Nav. I did click nav, didn't I? GPS. Do I have to intercept the line myself? It could be that. It could definitely, most definitely be that. GPS heading. Yeah. I'm gonna guess I have to intercept the line myself, which is fine. It's totally fine. We should intercept it if you followed the if you followed the heading line there, as you can see. We should intercept the line. There we go. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's close the nearest. There we go. GPS, we have intercepted the GPS line. And now it's gonna basically fly us all the way to the airport, which is relatively close. But yeah, this, as you can see here, it's new. If you are already following a flight plan, you're not gonna have to intercept the GPS. It's gonna just keep flying you wherever you're flying. This is the DA40 improvement mod. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you wanna check this out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And how about I just try and fly inverted, just so I can show that the engine actually cuts out. How about we do just that? Oh, there we go, there we go. Load went off. There we go, oil pressure failed, fuel pressure failed. Just for science. We are doing this for science. Totally science. Yeah, thank you very much everyone. I hope you all have an amazing week. This is the DA40-NGX improvement mod. If you enjoyed, I will have a link in the description down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you all again real soon. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe. Bye bye.